Gemini, welcome back, Gemini. This is So True You Tarot. This is going to be that intimate sexual tarot reading for the month of July. So thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by, Gemini. Thank you for all the likes, all the new subscribers, all the positive comments. Y'all know I truly appreciate it, Gemini. So thank you so much. This is going to be a general reading. So no, it's not going to resonate with all the Geminis that's watching the video. So Gemini, if you don't get your message, you know what to do. All right. So let's get started. Let's see where this energy is at. I know I'm talking a little funny, Gemini, but I'm wearing this flipper, which is just like a fake tooth, because I had started the process of getting the implant that I needed with one of my front teeth. So instead of being on a video with a big gap, I decided to go ahead and put the flipper in to do videos. So that's why I'm talking funny, because it's kind of thick. It makes me sound like I got something in the top of my mouth, but I do. But anyway, besides that, let's get started. See what's going on, Gemini. Oh, I don't like how that mixed up. One more shuffle and then we're going to get started. Let's see where this energy is at. All right, Gemini, where are we at? Well, Gemini, well, Gemini, what's going on? It's going on. That's what's going on. Something is definitely going on, Gemini. We're about to find out. Okay, Gemini, let's get started. We starting out July, Gemini, with the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. So right now, we're about to get a surprise in July. It's a good surprise, Gemini. You know what I'm saying? This surprise is going to throw you for a loop. I'm going to tell you that right now, Gemini. It's going to knock your socks off. We tossing salad off the table, Gemini. Somebody getting their salad tossed. Already in July, somebody getting their salad tossed. Now listen, Gemini, you can't go around tossing everybody's salad. But somebody's about to get this surprise. And this surprise is going to throw you for a loop. You see how she got her hands up? I don't think you're going to be expecting this one, Gemini. You're not going to be expecting this surprise right here. Okay, Gemini. So this is a good start. We starting off good for the sexual energy for the month of July. But right next to that card, Gemini, is like, no. There's also a Gemini. You're getting a surprise, all right. But somebody getting a surprise in an abusive relationship. Like, surprise. You didn't know I was abusive even after I tossed your salad. That's the type of surprise somebody getting here, because this is the Eight of Cups, which is abuse at its finest. Okay, somebody getting mentally, physically, sexually, emotionally abused by someone. You can't say anything. You can't say nothing. I almost feel like they got their hand over your mouth. You can't talk, you know, and whoever doing this to you, you don't deserve this, Gemini. And I hope you're not doing this to nobody else. This could also be the surprise. You found out that person is very abusive. Even though they have good sex, that don't mean anything. You don't deserve abuse, Gemini. Now, because this is hurts, Gemini, that's emotions. So somebody already got their emotions wrapped up into this person or situation. It's not going to be easy to get out of this kind of situation, Gemini, but you could do it. You can. You just have to do it at your time, at your pace. I'll never tell you to be easy to walk away from an abusive situation, but I will tell you, you don't deserve to be treated like this. Okay, you don't deserve this kind of treatment, because going with the energy on the right already, I could tell that somebody's being used. Not only is you being abused, this person only come around to use you for your money, because the Four of Pentacles is the energy that's coming on the right, and this person is sucking you dry in a bad way. They're tossing salads, but they also sucking you dry. So you don't need this, because this person is not really here for you. They're there for them. After they get done getting what they get from you, then they're gone. And you don't have no energy. You wonder why you always feeling down, why you feel negative. They just taking from you. Take. Every time they come around, Gemini. And I think you know that this person is not good for you or your health. It's like they take it from you to the point where you're the one that's sick in the situation. So you definitely don't deserve this type of treatment. You don't deserve nobody to do this to you. You could do bad by yourself, Gemini. Okay, so don't let nobody come in using you. You know, look at his cheeks, Gemini. He ain't got no ear left. This person is really sucking everything out of you. They taking everything out of you, Gemini, and you definitely don't deserve that. They flipping your home upside down, Gemini. The card underneath that, I feel like this is my home card with the Six of Wands, and it's in the reverse. So I feel like this person is really taking your home and just flipping it upside down, like they came into your life, surprise, they're abusive, they're sucking you dry. Now your home feel upside down, because if this was like this, I'll tell you, this person is taking care of home, working on the home. But I feel like in the reverse, this person is not taking care of home. They taking care of themselves, making sure they good, and then they leave, and you feeling like your house is all upside down. And that's not a good way to start off the reading, but that's what's happening right now with some of my Geminis. And like I said, this is general, so not all the Geminis is going through this. So this is speaking to a specific Gemini that's dealing with this type of abuse in their home, okay? In their home, making their home feel like it's not a home anymore, okay? That's what's happening here. The energy underneath that I have is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So I do have a Gemini here who may be in a relationship with her husband or her boyfriend or whoever, but she needs sex, a lot of sex. She has a very high sex drive, if you know who I'm talking about here, Gemini. This is the queen that take action when she don't get her needs met. Now, not all the queens do this. This is the queen of, listen, I told you I needed sex, and if you're not going to provide, then I'm going to go ahead and do what I got to do. But she was in the reverse, so I do feel like I have a queen here who may not be taking quick action. I'm not saying she's not going to take action, but I feel like she's deciding to maybe try to make it work with her king before she have to go this route. She don't really want to go this route, but she will take action if she have to. So if you're the cross watcher and you watching your Gemini queen getting all upset because you're not, you know, doing what you need to do in the bedroom, then I'm speaking to you, because she's thinking about doing her. And when she do, you're going to be hurt. And I might be speaking to some of my gentlemen here, but you won't be hurt. Like, this is her king right here. Look, he gonna break his neck to catch up to his queen. Why you gotta get to the point where now you chasing after her, wondering what she doing, where she going, who she doing it with, when you could have been taking care of business at home and she wouldn't have had to do that. So I think this is almost like a forewarning that your queen may be ready to do her, because you're not taking action, so she gonna take action. All right, that's the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. The energy on the left I got, Gemini, is the Seven of Pentacles. So Gemini, good sex. This sex partner that you're sleeping with, Gemini, is good sex. I ain't gonna knock the sex. The sex is great. What's not great with the Seven of Pentacles is this lying about your finances. This is a financial situation that somebody is lying about in a relationship, a sexual relationship, okay? It's more the shadow. It's secrets, okay? So the shadow is crossing this lower guy's body right here. See them shadows crossing that lower half? I feel like that person is completely lying about finances. Either how y'all bring in finances, how the finances being spent, but there's a denial here about finances. And I feel like the feminine energy, she knows it as well, because you see the shadows that's crossing her body, Gemini. I feel like she's not being truthful with herself. Gemini, you're not being truthful. You're not communicating with your partner. You're not going to say anything when you know that the bills is not being paid. You're not saying nothing when you know that they're spending your money on other things that you said you thought that they was going to spend it on a bill and they're not. So you need to communicate. You need to find out what's going on with the finances in this relationship. And I know this sounds redundant, Gemini. I know it do. But listen, I watch a lot of TV sometimes, and I see forensic files. People get killed over finances and money, lying about money. People die behind stuff like this. So communicate, talk about it, find out what's going on with your finances in this relationship. Maybe there has to be somebody got to pick up a second job. Maybe you lying because you don't want to tell them that you don't make the money you're supposed to. I don't know. But Gemini, and you don't deceive yourself, Gemini, because you know something is not right here. That's why the shadow's crossing her body, because you don't want to confront the person, or you don't want to admit that something is not right in this relationship financially when it comes to y'all money, when it comes to them pentacles. Somebody not being honest, okay? But the sex is good. Now, the sex with that person is good, but that lying about the money, that's not good. That could ruin the whole relationship, okay? Underneath that energy, I have the Three of Swords. So somebody thinks something is going on with the Three of Swords. That swords is communication. So somebody thinks something going on in a relationship, Gemini, but they're not saying nothing. That's how I feel like you rather just like peek through the peephole to find out what's going on instead of talking to somebody about it. Like, maybe I'm still talking to this person with this financial problem. I feel like instead of saying something, you would rather kind of look through the phone, find receipts, instead of talking to them and saying what's going on with the money. Because this is the Three of Swords. This is like somebody searching for something. You looking instead of saying. Stop looking and open your mouth. Stop looking for what's going on with the money and say, I think something going on with the finances. Like, whoever this is, you're looking for it. But I always say also, if This is not related to the finances. This is somebody that's trying to find out if somebody's cheating on a partner or they're looking for something. Be careful what you look for, Gemini, because you tend to find what you're looking for. And you may not like what you find behind that peephole. Okay, Gemini? So that's also coming up as well. Right underneath that, I have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Somebody chose not to walk down a path with something that was no good for him, and maybe that's why you were searching, okay? Because these are swords on swords. That could be why you was looking to see if this person was right for you. Maybe you felt a bad vibe in the situation here, Gemini. For the ones that's related, not everybody going through this, Gemini, just who I'm talking to, you might have felt a bad vibe. That could be why you was like peeping through this peephole, like something don't feel right. I need to know if this person's got it together, mentally or otherwise. You know, because I feel like you avoided a bad situation. Like you avoided going down this path. Like this was darkness. Like that castle was haunted. And I think you avoided going down this path because maybe you did find something. You found some kind of truth. And you're like, you know what? I'm not even going down this path. It's not for me. So I do feel like there's a Gemini here who avoided a bad situation, avoided a bad path. They chose not to go down that road with that person because they didn't like what they saw when they looked through that peephole. Okay, Gemini? Energy on the bottom, Gemini, I'm picking up. We got a lot of people letting stuff go. I got a Gemini here who's letting go of a tired relationship. Somebody wanted sex. They needed sexual satisfaction. You need healthy sex life in your relationship. This person was working too much working, or always making excuses that they tired, that they can't perform in the bedroom because they was always tired. So with the 10 of wands here, Gemini, I feel like they wasn't taking no action in the bedroom. Always tired. Don't have energy to do anything in the bedroom. So I feel like somebody is tired of being tired all the time and they decided to move on. It's like, I'm tired of always being tired. I'm tired of the one begging and asking for sex. So I feel like, Gemini, either you left or the cross watcher or somebody left a tired relationship, a tired no sex relationship as well. Like they're not going to keep, nobody going to keep asking for sex. Eventually people are going to up and leave a relationship. So I do feel like I'm speaking to some of my Geminis here who just, they tired. They're done. Done. All right. I also have a Gemini that met somebody new. You met this new person, Gemini, and I think you're playing coy. You like them, Gemini, with the 5 of Cups here. You're starting to like them. You're getting in your feelings a little bit, and I think you enjoy this attention that this person is giving you. You know, they give you little foot rubs. You know, they tell you that you're beautiful. They give you so much attention, and I think you like it. You know, your friends might be teasing you, Gemini, like, you know you like him or her, and you like, no, I don't. But you do. Yes, you do. Because the cards say you do. You do like them. All right? So this is the 5 of Cups. So this person is really being really nice. You know, and they shower you with a lot of attention, Gemini. And I think you like this attention that you're receiving. Okay? I also have a Gemini here who, with the knave, my knaves are my surprise knaves. Okay? So I feel like there's a Gemini here with the Knave of Cups who may have ended a friendship. Let's put it like that. There was a friendship here that might have been based more on everything that you could provide, Gemini, for the friendship. Like you was the one that always paid the way all the time. You were the one who took care of financial things when it came to your friendship. This other person never had to come out of pocket. Maybe they was never your friend to begin with, Gemini, because I do feel like you may have said something, because this is the Knave in reverse. So I feel like maybe you made a choice to not be this person's friend because they was a bit of a user. Like I feel like this person just kind of used you a little bit, you know? And maybe when you spoke up, maybe it was in a reverse. So when you said something to this friend, they don't want to hang out no more. Of course not. Not if they got to pay for something, right? Then that means they wasn't really your friend. A real friend will not stop talking to you because you told them to carry the weight this time. Like, you gonna pay for that this time. I'm always the one paying for stuff. I'm always the one that take care of the hotel, the rental car, all of that. So maybe this is the point where your friendship really had to see if it will stand the test of time. And now you realize that maybe y'all just can't be friends because this person is not a real friend. That's what I'm picking up as well, Gemini, okay? Now I'm gonna go with this energy at the top. I got a Gemini here that's looking for the truth. You got the Ace of Swords. This is the Ace of Communication. Looking for the truth. I'm going to tell you right now, Gemini, that you know the truth. You can't get no closer to the truth. Looking at the cards around this, I'm going to tell you this is not meant for me or anybody else watching the video to know what you know right now. Because sometimes The cards will tell me everything. Sometimes they don't. It's not meant for everybody to know everything. But with this card in the upright, this is the Ace of Swords. I feel like you can't get no closer to the truth, Gemini, or you're going to be cut. You see that? You see that sword? Any closer, you're going to be cut, Gemini. So you know the truth. This is the truth. The truth is right here in your face, Gemini. That's the truth. There's no other way to slice it or dice it. It's the truth. So whether you want to believe the truth or not is up to you. But this is the truth. What they presenting on the table, what's on the table in front of you, what happened, how it happened, that's the truth. That's the truth. Like I said, any closer to the truth, Gemini, you're going to be cut. So somebody's definitely looking for, a Gemini is definitely looking for the truth, or a cross watcher is looking for the truth in a situation. But the truth is already here. It's just whether you want to believe the truth or not. Okay, Gemini? I got my Empress. This is my Empress. This is my boss. She know her worth. You know your worth, Gemini. You know where you stand. You know, the Empress is always a very strong presence. The Empress has a lot of strong energy. I always say when you come to the Empress, her energy will enter the room before she step in the room, and people know who she is. You know, people always know who the Empress is. It's because she carries a strong energy. People look up to the Empress because of her energy. She can also be a real boss. A bad boss, boss lady, but also a boss in real life. Like she hold a high position at the job. And I'll say this too, with the Empress, there's always people after somebody with power. People always want somebody that got a little bit of power. So this person right here may not be the best person for you. You know, I'm not saying that they're not cute, and I'm not telling you not to get to know them better, Gemini, but I will say this. They just might be after your energy. They could be an energy vampire right here. They may not have your best intentions. You know, they get what they want, Gemini, and then they're gone. Or they get what they want and they told everybody they got you. Yep, I got her. I got him. You know, so just be careful, because not everybody have your best interest. Some people, like I said, they just want a bit of your energy. They want to be like you. They think if they sleep with you or get to know you, that they'll have, you know, some of that energy rub off on them, and people will look at them like they look at you, but that's not the case. You are who you are. You carry your own energy. They are who they are. They carry it. By sleeping with you, it's not going to rub off that your energy on them. Okay? So just be careful, because you know who you are and you know where you stand. Okay? You know you have that strength, Gemini. Okay? The last card, Gemini, is my Magician card. My Gemini card. My Magician. Gemini, you the Magician. That's the last card in the deck. That's telling me that you know who you are. You work hard, you play hard. My Magician card. Alright, Gemini? So you continue to do what you do. Continue to be the master of illusions. And that's what magicians do. You know, they're just illusionists. Pulling rabbits out your hat. Letting people think that you got more than you have. Do that. Do what you got to do. That's what they do. Work hard, play hard. Don't nobody need to know that you're not really got as much money as you say you got. That's nobody's business but yours. You continue to prove them wrong. Continue to do what you got to do to be exactly who you are. Alright, Gemini? And that's the last card, which is very interesting, because I feel like you needed that reminder of who you are. A magician. You needed to know that you got where you at because you work for it, because you work hard. So if you work that hard, Gemini, then you get to play just as hard. All right. So that's just a reminder for some of my Geminis that didn't feel like their true self. You didn't feel like you could get through this, but you can. You got all the tools. You're the magician. All the tools to play this out the way you wanted it to play out. Whether it's get with a girl, get with a guy, get this situation under control, you could do that. You could do all that, Gemini, because that's what magicians do. Alright, Gemini, thank you guys so much for coming again. I'll try to get those weeklies out. I don't know. I'm not going to lie no more. I don't know if I'll be able to do the weeklies right now, but you still get your monthlies, Gemini. You still get the monthlies. So thank you so much, and I'm going to see you guys next month. Bye, guys.